My name is Bruce Ross. I live in Los Angeles, California. I had bronchitis and laryngitis 2.5 years ago, and the laryngitis paralyzed a vocal cord, according to a diagnosis I had. And the doctors that I'd gone to, that were ear, nose, and throat specialists, gave me 2 entirely different diagnoses as far as the cure is concerned. One of them said, the second one said that the first ones wouldn't have worked. So of course I had no way of knowing if the second one was going to work either. The first one was going to put me out for 20 minutes and go down my throat and straighten out the vocal cord. The second one was going to cut a hole in my neck to do it. And so that's when I come to Dr. Tong a few years ago for another problem, a leg problem. And I was listening on the radio and heard the commercial one Saturday afternoon. And I thought, well, I'll give it another try for my voice, which is almost non-existent, because yesterday I had a cousin call me because of my birthday's today. And he said that I asked him, I said, what do you think of my voice? Because I'd already had a compliment from another cousin, all a lot younger than me. And he said he was 39 years old, because I'd forgotten how old he was. And he said, last time I talked to you about a year ago, your voice was just a whisper. And everybody says it's better. People that criticize the treatment say it's better. The only reason they criticize it, they want me to sound like I did before. And if I were sitting up, I would probably sound just a little bit better. Yes, the doctor that diagnosed that the vocal cord needed to be straightened out didn't give me any clue as to really what to expect, the results, and didn't go into any of the details of how it happened, other than it was just a paralyzed thing. And he showed me the fact that my vocal cords were spread apart, almost like you put your hands out like I'm doing. And he was going to bring them back closer together. The one on the left side was way off. He was going to bring them back together.
Now that's treating the symptom and not treating the cause.
Yes.
So you put it back together, you fall again.
But in any event, I'm just very pleased because we haven't had the treatment yet today. I've had 10 treatments. This is number 11.
Okay, we'll try to change your voice and improve it with the treatment, and we'll record you again after my treatment, okay?
All right.
This patient has a lot of heat, and that's partly still from the bronchitis, and that's what causing the voice. And our treatment releases heat, and he sweats a lot, and I'll show you on his backside. The thick yellow coating you saw in his tongue, it was indicating a lot of heat. And after the treatment, he sweats a lot, and you can see he's getting the paper all wet. As I was saying, this patient have a lot of heat, and one of the point that are blocked that cause the heat is the stomach 2 point, which is between the second and the third toe, and that's what causing this fungus nail. And I expect with our treatment, after I did that, his voice improved, and I give more treatment, the fungus nail will clear, and we'll show that later when it clears. So here's take a good look at this. Okay.
I was traveling in Scotland, I guess about 10, maybe 12 years ago.
Wait, just
finished this treatment, and my voice has improved immensely already. What happens is I get more volume in my voice. And I had been on a trip with a lady cousin in Scotland about 10 or so years ago. I went to a doctor there. He said, oh, it'll be okay. But my leg has bothered me a great deal ever since. It was damage just below the kneecap. There's that bone that sticks out in the middle, and that seems to be where it bothered me the most. And it's bothered me very frequently ever since. Dr. Tong told me that the injury in the treatment was related to my voice, and after the treatment, my voice is a lot stronger.
Just that one shot.
Just that one shot in the knee. And frequently, I don't notice the difference in my voice. I'm sure it would be even stronger sitting up.
Mm-hmm.
But
you notice the difference now?
Yes, very much so. Even I don't always notice the difference like other people do.
Okay.
Yesterday when my cousin told me my voice sounded a lot better, so much above a whisper, from the last time he talked to me about a year ago. He was very surprised that I sound this well, considering how badly I sounded before.
Now, do you notice the difference between before the treatment and after the treatment?
Oh yes, after the treatment, much better.
Like,
well, I've got more volume, and when you have a bad
deeper, right?
And much deeper. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you sound a lot more normal now.
Yes, it sounds close to being normal.
Actually, we regret we did not tape you the very first time because you could hardly talk.
Yes.
The first time, less than a whisper, actually, yeah.
Well, it was very bad because as I get older, many of my friends become rather hard of hearing. And about at least 50% of the affected two guys I see the most both have hearing problems. And I have to repeat myself over and over. And this is a big help.
How about now? You talked to them recently at all?
Yes, I found that there's less repeating. They catch it the first time.
Yeah. Try to talk to them this week and report to us next week what happened.
I will.
Yeah, I don't think you need to repeat many times now.
Yes. I'm sure there won't be as repeating yourself over and over is very tedious.
Yeah, and the audience can actually replay the tape and see how you talk before this treatment and compared to now.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
I don't have volume to speak of. If I'm talking to someone a distance away, I have to repeat myself because they don't hear me.
Mm-hmm. But easier for your flow, right? The flow, is it easier?
The flow seems to be easier, yes. Well, I think I have more volume after the treatment. I even notice it.
Yeah.
But from this treatment to the one last week, I've got less complaints from the people that are constantly complaining about my voice. They just can't hear me. Because as we get older, everybody speaks lower. Nobody can hear. So I had to repeat myself 4 times the other day to somebody.